What's up everybody, welcome to this video, and in this one I'm going to be doing another jump shot video. For the guards, I'll have to do 6'5" and under, and then I'm going to go 6'6" to 6'9", I think is a cutoff. For the first jumper, this base is going to be Steph Curry. That's the base I always go with, so I just normally stick with that and then play around with the releases when I try to find a new jumper. And normally his generic jump shot just out of the store is like really great. I feel like it's been pretty reliable since maybe like 2K17, but I noticed that whenever you're shooting from like top of the key, it's kind of hard to see his arms, which is what I look at whenever I'm shooting. So I added in Oscar Robertson for the second release. All right, once you have that, go full speed. I'm gonna go full speed every time with the jumpers, and then I just leave it 50-50. And I'm gonna show you guys what that jumper looks like. All right, it's the first shot. Yeah, Steph's base I feel like has been super reliable, like I said. But this year they made it like 6'5" and under, so it's a little bit more difficult to get it. And then the release is the only part that's kind of difficult. Oh, there you go. Well, that stamina completely screwed me over. This stamina is horrible. But yeah, it's just been super reliable. And then adding the Oscar, it makes it way easier to see top of the key. I'll show that in a minute. I'm waiting for this stamina to build up a little bit. All right, and the Oscar added into it also, it also makes it easier to see from the top of the key. Like I said, I'm gonna show it right now after the stamina builds up. There you go. And then I'll just shoot a couple more before I show this next jumper off. Let's see. Yeah, I'm loving that release. I'm probably gonna stick with that, honestly. And then if you just want to change the base, if you for some reason don't like Steph, you could just put this release on like a different base. But yeah, I don't like the bases that jump all too much. Like I know Lamelo Ball is like super popular, but his jump kind of makes it weird. So when I'm looking at the arms, it makes kind of a little bit more difficult, at least for me, to get that release off. All right, for this next release, it's the same base. Let's see, where's Steph at? All right, and then I remember in the last jump shot video I had from like maybe a month ago, I always said I mix Oscar up with something different to where the release is a little bit more easy to look at. But I tried both Oscars and I actually ended up liking it pretty well. Am I blind? Oh, there you go. Okay, so yeah, I ended up using both Oscars and I found out I like that too. So I'm gonna show that jumper off too. All right, so now it's the same base with both Oscar releases. This one's pretty easy to time as well. It's just the only thing I don't really like is the aesthetic. That's why I changed to my personal jumper, which is the first one I showed with Steph and Oscar 50-50. I mean, it's easy to time. I just don't like how high his arms are. But other than that, I think it's pretty much just as good. So I guess it's just preference between these two jumpers that I've shown. All right, now we're on the 6'9" build, or my 6'8" build, but it's 6'5" to 6'10". I'm gonna show you guys the first jumper. It starts with base, I think it's, yeah, O'Shea Brissett. That's the base I use for all of my 6'9" jumpers now. I feel like it's probably my favorite base, even though the timing impact is bad. And I've realized that the timing impact really doesn't mean much, at least from what I've seen. So I haven't really paid attention to that. I just look at the release height, speed, and then defensive immunity. So for the first release, we're gonna have Kobe, and then second release, we're gonna have Oscar. Where's Oscar? There we go. And then full speed again, and the blending I go 75%. I believe this, yeah, this is where you get an A+ release speed. So I'm gonna show you guys what that jumper looks like first to start off the 6'9" jumpers. All right, so here we go. Now I got the first jumper for the 6'9s. As I said before, I just mixed the Kobe Bryant release with the Oscar because I feel like Kobe has one of the best flicks in the game, along with Oscar that has one of the best or the fastest releases in the game. Mixing that together is a really nice combo, and then you can probably get one of the best grades possibles for releases. And then O'Shea Brissett, it's just a simple base. It's just a simple straight up and down jump, nothing really crazy to it, no jump back or anything like that. And then I don't know, it's just the double Oscar, like I said, for the shorter jumpers. I don't really like the aesthetic of it, but the Kobe I really like, so that's another reason why I mixed that in there. And then I'm gonna shoot one more, and then I'm gonna show you guys the second jumper for the 6'9". This stamina is horrible. There you go. All right, so that's the first jumper, and now the second one. All right, this second jumper, we still go with the same base, O'Shea Brissett. That's the base I'm always gonna use. And then for the release, my boy Jalen gave me this release. I'm gonna put his Twitch on the stream. He streams on Twitch occasionally. First, he loves his Sadiq Bey release, and then, where's Kobe at? And then he puts Kobe, and I think it's 60% Sadiq. Yeah, 60% Sadiq, 40% Kobe. And then the full speed O'Shea Brissett. All right, the first jumper I gave you guys probably my favorite jumper in the game, regardless of height, with the Kobe and Oscar. But this might be my second favorite. Just the release, I think, makes it a little bit faster, even though it's the same base. It's probably because that Sadiq in there. The release cue makes it, I feel like it's easier. And then it feels a little bit faster than the first jumper. I would say probably because the Sadiq base mixed in there for the release this time. I don't really use his release like that, so I don't know how fast it is, but I'm just assuming that's what makes it so much faster. But yeah, that cue is really easy. All right, those first two were all for my personal jumpers that I wanted to show you guys for this video. And now this next jumper is from a comment, actually, from a comment from, let's see, what's his name, Robert Mallon. Apologize if I messed up your last name. What he provided was, let's see, base is Tobias Harris. Where's that at? All right, Tobias Harris, first release Sadiq Bey, and second release Kawhi. I don't think I've ever seen Kawhi's release. Is that? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. And then let's see, full speed 45% and 55%. All right, so I'm gonna test this out, see what that looks like. There we go. Actually, this might be a little bit faster. I don't know. I do know, dude, this stamina is killing me. But not, the release looks kind of weird, but it might be faster, even though it looks kind of weird. I don't know if that's Kawhi or not, because I've never used Kawhi this year, but there we go. I still feel like my personal favorite is that first Kobe and Oscar one. That's been my favorite for the last couple of weeks, but this one, yeah, like I said, this one isn't too bad either. I'm gonna shoot one more with this, and I'm gonna go look at another comment. You guys actually sent probably about, I don't know, maybe like 5 or so jumpers that I can look at, which I really appreciate it. Make sure to comment on this one too. All right, this next jumper is from a user. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try and pronounce that name, but he says for the 86, he said he likes Durant base, which I don't think I've used this year. So let me see. He says Durant base, Oscar Robertson. That Oscar Robertson release probably has to be one of the most popular ones in the game. All right, Oscar, and then Caruso. Can I even get this? I'm gonna have to switch to my other build with a 93 pointer. Change it to 3169. Let's see. Oh wait, that's the wrong way. Oh yeah, he's right. Okay, so 31%, 69%. Let's try this. There we go. I was waiting for that stamina to build up. Yeah, it's not horrible. I feel like if you could find a different release, like instead of Caruso, maybe there's got to be something out there to possibly speed up the release. Because that speed, it's gonna be a little bit harder to get off shots. Maybe you probably get like maybe double Oscar. There you go. You could probably put a double Oscar on there instead of Caruso, but the Caruso probably just lowers the 3-point rating just so I can use it on this build. But I have another 6'8" build with like 93 pointer, which I'm thinking about making a video for that anyway. Yeah, this jumper actually isn't that bad. It's just a tad bit slower, so it's gonna be harder to get off shots. But there we go. It's a little bit easier to green just because it's that much slower. Let me see. I'm just gonna shoot one more. The Durant base actually isn't as bad as I thought it'd be. It's pretty solid base. There we go. All right, this next jumper we have, let's see, Lamelo Ball base is what he says. Chris Mullin first release. Where's Mullin at? There we go. All right, Chris Mullin, and then Bogdanovich for the second release. Bogdanovich. Oh crap. I forgot they have the same last name. I'm gonna assume it's Bogdan because he has better stats. All right, we're gonna go full speed, and then I'm gonna go. He says A+ speed, A+ immunity, so I guess he just left it 50-50. Yeah, I actually really like that release. What was it? It was Mullin and Bogdanovich. I might look at that later on down the road. This release is really nice. I probably put it on O'Shea Brissett's base instead because I like that base a lot better than Lamelo's, even though the Lamelo's super popular. But no, this is actually really nice. It's probably my favorite jump shot I've seen out of the comments, so shout out to you. Let me shoot one more. Yeah, that was really nice. All right, appreciate you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I noticed like 90% of you guys aren't subscribed that are watching my videos, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.